Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I decided to just relax and make this video. Guys, I just want to talk about my waiting period. I got married and pregnancy wasn't coming, and the society, the society where we are from. Once you are married like this, womb washers, trust them, you know, they'll start looking at your tummy like, what is happening? How come you're not pregnant? How come you're not getting pregnant? And we also put a lot of pressure on ourselves because of the kind of society that we are raised in. you know we kind of feel like once I get pregnant, once I get married, the next thing is pregnancy. Once I get married, the next thing I should be pregnant. So when I got married, my first year, no pregnancy. It was bad. Second year, no pregnancy. Third year, no pregnancy. It was okay. Close to the end of third year, I had my first child in my fourth year of a marriage, and it wasn't a funny experience at all. It was very how do I put it? I don't pray for anyone to be in that shoe. So it's only people who have been there, that have experienced it before, that can really tell. It's bad enough because of the society that we came out from, that most times, even if the society doesn't put pressure on you, even if your parents don't put pressure on you, even if your in-laws don't put pressure on you, most times we put pressure on ourselves, women. Like, why am I not getting pregnant? Why am I not getting pregnant? It got to a point where the dogs we had then, in Lagos, we had dogs, in the house I was staying. We had dogs. We had a lot of dogs. And when these dogs, once they put to bed and have their puppies, I'll be saying, God, don't look at this dog. If this dog can give birth, how about me? If I miss my period, I will take my pad up like this. I will pray. I will kabach. I will say, God, next month, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. Then, some of my friends then that all got married at the same time. If I hear that news that so and so has put to bed, so I will cry. Something that's supposed to be good news, I will cry my eyes out. Like, guys, it was like that. So it got to a point I was like, no, we'll have to go to the hospital. It was not up to 2 years that I going to the hospital. Was it up to? No. Because I was so desperate to have kids. Went to a fertility hospital and in Nigeria then. And that fertility hospital was very expensive. When they checked my husband, and they were like, they were saying, low sperm count stuff. They checked me. They said one of my fallopian tube was blocked. My world came crashing on me. Like, I didn't believe it. Like, I was so devastated. Yes, that is the word. I was so broken. Like, so, but even like a woman has two fallopian tubes, so even when one is blocked, and you can still get pregnant with the other one. And I was ovulating. They were giving me some medication to boost my ovulation or something like that. Medication, even up to how many years that medication, I had serious side effects from that medication. So guys, we're going to that fertility clinic every month. They will give my husband medication to boost his sperm. They will give me medication to boost my, in short, we're just taking medication. And so later, I remember when the female doctor was saying, at a point she was like, we have to do IVF. Yeah, is that not what they call it? That we have to do IVF, maybe we have to opt for IVF and all of that. Guys, I just believe in life, there's time. We all have our time. Like, we all have our time. Do you know that I got pregnant when my husband lost his job? I got pregnant when my husband lost his job. Like, there was no job again. So there was no money, when we didn't have money for the fertility clinic that we were, going to, because that fertility clinic was so expensive. I remember as many years ago, like This is more than 12, this should be like more than 13 years ago. Like, yeah, 13, 14 years ago. To check my fallopian tube, I paid 159,000, thereabout. You know how much that worth then in Nigeria, you know, about 150 something thousand, 12, 14, 13 years ago. No, what am I saying? 14, 15 years ago. Yeah. So when a time came where my husband didn't have a job, he lost his job. So we had to stop going to the fertility clinic because there was really no money to be paying all the bills. So we stopped going. And I was in law school then. I just, at a point, I was so distracted, not concentrating on my studies because of this pregnancy stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, after law school, that was my first law firm. I was working in that law firm, and that law firm was very, very busy. It was a litigation law firm, so it was really busy. So I never knew I was pregnant. This time my husband didn't have a job. So at a point in my life, I just told myself, I'm not going to disturb myself anymore. I'm not going to worry myself anymore. I started going to Mountain of Fire. I removed my earring, stop wearing earring, stop wearing makeup. I will go and pray. Any power holding my womb, further and die, further and die. I will fast, I will pray. Nothing. So, it got to a point, I just told myself, I said, you know what? Let me go and get a job. Let me stop, pitying myself and feeling bad for myself. So I actually got a job. I was working in this law firm. It was a very busy law firm, and we were jumping from court to court. So guys, I never knew I was already pregnant. Before then, now when a guy comes in now, I will open my leg down, open it wide. I had a sister there that would tell me, you just stay on the bed, don't get up. I will open my leg, raise it up, say, let the sperm come in, let it stay, you despair, you will stay, you form a baby, I will form a baby, it was really funny. If I just remember everything, I just thank God for everything. Today I have 3 kids, I just bless God for everything, so it was like that. And I was pregnant, and I didn't know I was pregnant, guys. I didn't know. I was jumping from court to court, and I went to Ogun State to initiate a matter. So I remember vividly that I had my sanitary pad in my bag. I said, okay, because I was expecting my monthly flow. I went, I came back, nothing happened. After some days, I was telling myself, I'm sure I will, because as that period, I had visitors in my house. So I was like, I'm sure it's stress. It should be stress. That was what I told myself, because I wasn't even expecting pregnancy at all. I know, because I have stayed for all these years, and I never missed my period for once. So I was like, it should be stress. So that full month, I didn't, my menses I didn't see my menses. I missed my period. And the second month, I was expecting the period to come, and the period, nothing was happening. I said, so I actually went. I bought this pregnancy strip, checked it, and it was positive. I didn't believe it. I had to go to the hospital and everything. Then I did the blood one, the blood pregnancy test, and actually came out. Then I told me, madam, I was about 6 weeks gone. Already, So that was how I had my first baby. So guys, I'm just sharing this experience, my personal experience with you guys, just to encourage that woman out there, that is waiting. Sometimes I believe pregnancy doesn't really come when we put so much pressure on ourselves, when we're expecting it. Sometimes it doesn't come when we're expecting it. Sometimes when we least expect, when we least expect that the thing will come, when we had given up, like when we just make up our mind, like, oh, I want to move on with my life, pregnancy or no pregnancy. That is when it comes. When you have all your options, you don't have any option again. Because when my own time, there was no option anymore because my husband lost his job, so there was no money for fertility or anything, fertility hospital, no money for IVF, no money for anything. We were just trusting God. We trusted God completely. We were just looking up to God, like God anyhow. So that was when I missed my period. I got pregnant and I had a son. So guys, don't put pressure on yourself. Don't. The baby will come at the right time. But that doesn't mean that you should not go to the hospital to check yourself. Go to the hospital. Be very sure that your husband is okay. You are okay as well. Take all the medication, the fertility booster, whatever. And just trust God, because if you worry and worry, you'll cry, you're jumping up and down, prayers, it's good to pray and trust God. As you are praying, just trust God, relax. It will come. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time or till my next video. Guys, see ya. Bye.